Okay, I wanted to make a quick video talking about this because I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but I kept thinking I'll wait and see if the situation gets better. It's been over 2 years, it hasn't gotten better. In fact, it's getting worse. Okay, so I have an account at Chase Bank. Before then, I had no problem saving money at all. And so I have to get that out of the way because every time I try to tell people about this, people that don't have Chase Bank, they're like, well, you need to manage your money better. If only you were to save your money. I have no problem saving money at all. Not at all. No problem saving money. That's not the issue. My issue is Chase Bank. They have so many fees, and they're extremely greedy. They are probably the greediest company I've ever had to deal with. And if I'm just a few cents overdraft, they hit me with a bunch of overdraft fees. And then when I complain, oh no, that's not possible because it doesn't, they claim that overdraft fees don't hit until you reach $5 overdraft. But one time I was like 30 cents overdraft and I got a $35 overdraft fee. And it's supposed to be every 5 days. And I'm totally against that. But their policy, overdraft fee every 5 days. Every 5 days. I repeat, every 5 days. Okay, so what happened was, this time, and this is extremely common, that happens all the time. I'm talking about this specific time. This time, I was $10 overdraft, and I asked a friend to borrow $10 so I don't get hit with an overdraft fee. She loans me $10. I told her I'll pay her back when I get paid. And then the next day I get another $10 overdraft. It doesn't say in my account what overdrafted me. It just says $10 overdraft. And I'm like, what? Okay. And then that same day, I get $35 overdraft. So I'm $45 overdraft. It hasn't been 5 days. It hasn't even been a day. And 2 days later, today, 2 days later, which is today, I get another $35 overdraft fee. Now I'm $80 overdraft for a $10 overdraft 3 days ago. And it's supposed to be every 5 days. And I get paid tomorrow. And I don't make a whole lot of money. In fact, I worked 2 days last week. It was a slow week, so I only worked 2 days. I'm going to make $50 tomorrow. Which, unless you're really bad at math, I'm bad at math and I can even figure this out, my paycheck's not going to fill that hole, and I'm going to get more overdraft fees. So basically, at this point, I'm working to pay off overdraft fees caused by a bank that is just greedy and money hungry, which I know pretty much describes most banks. But when I tell my friends who have other banks, they're like, that's not possible. My bank doesn't do that. You just need to manage your money better. You should probably save. Okay, one time I did start a savings account at Chase. $25 fee every week. I put $100 in. I was gonna put $100 in every month. Well, then when I put $100 in to begin with, and then when I went to go put $100 in the next month, I had $0. And I'm like, hey, where'd all this money go? Oh, there's a $25 fee every week. So, $100, $25 every week. That just took my whole $100. It's $100 a month for a savings account. And so, people are like, why don't you just close your account and go somewhere else? Oh, I've tried. 3 different times, I've talked to 3 different people there, and I said, I want to close my account, I'm done with this. Oh, we have a $600 closing fee. I don't see that online. I've looked it up. They don't have a closing fee. They're not supposed to have a closing fee. But all 3 times I've tried to close my account, oh, we need $600 because it's a $600 closing fee. Where? The branch manager at this one, he's above everyone, obviously. He's better than everyone. And he's right. And don't you dare talk against him. Yeah, he's so condescending. He's helped me twice. He's reversed overdraft fees twice. And he's lied to people and told, like, I've had my roommate come with me. When I lived over at the other place before I moved into this apartment, I had my roommate come with me, so I had a witness, and he was so condescending and mocking me and just like smirking, and he was like, I've helped you hundreds of times, so how dare you come in here and insinuate that I'm screwing you over? And my roommate was even like, no you haven't. And I'm like, and oh wow, something happened a month ago. It was definitely their fault, but toward it was my fault. I'm trying to, okay, so I was overdraft again, so, I don't make enough to cover all my bills. All my money goes, everyone's like, if you would stop buying video games and movies, that Xbox was an exception. I got some extra money. Okay, I'll tell this story here in a little bit. I was a little bit overdraft. I had some money on me. I put the money in the account. They overdrafted me anyway. The cutoff is at 11. I put the money in at like, 6 or something like that. The receipt said like 6:30 or something. And then I was hit with an overdraft fee, and I wouldn't complain. I'm like, this is definitely the bank's fault. And they were like, oh no, you were really close to the cutoff time, so we went ahead and overdrafted you. I'm like, really close? I was really close to the cutoff? Well then that's not the cutoff. If you went ahead and overdrafted me, that's not the cutoff. Anyway, about the Xbox, when I got some money, a lot of extra. It's a long story there, but it was a refund. A massive refund. I paid off my phone, I paid off my electric, I bought 2 weeks of groceries. I had some money left over, so I bought the Xbox. Nobody saw the other stuff, they just saw the Xbox. And they're like, well, if you're, that was 3 weeks ago, I'm low on food now, and I told somebody, like, well, you just bought an Xbox. If you had bought some food instead of the Xbox, we wouldn't be in this mess. I bought 2 weeks of groceries. I filled my pantry and my fridge up. And so I point that out because a lot of people have pointed out that I bought an Xbox and a bunch of games. Well, I took care of the important stuff first because I know how people are like that. They only see stuff like that, and so they're like, you're irresponsible with your money. So basically, according to them, when you come across money, only use it for food and bills. Never do anything extra, just stay in your apartment and stare at a blank wall and don't do anything fun. That's what life is. In fact, I've been wanting to go see a movie. I mean, not anything specific. Like, there's the last movie I saw in theaters was Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and that was an exception. I was in the hospital and I was like, hey, I'm getting out. That's a long story. I'll tell that some other time. But I haven't seen a movie since, and there's a bunch that I've wanted to see in theaters, but I haven't been able to because I can't afford to. And then I keep saying, like, I want to go see Ghostbusters, or I want to go see Finding Dory, and they're like, well, you can't afford it. You shouldn't be spending money on movies when you got Netflix. I'm like, well, someone actually said that. They're like, I said I want to go see a movie at the theater, and I was just kind of talking out loud, and they're like, don't you have Netflix? I'm like, yeah. Why don't you just watch a movie on that? Because it's not the same. But I haven't been able to. I mean, I want to see Finding Dory right now, but I can't. And there's like I'm going to see Rogue One. I'm going to see Rogue One. I hope. Because I kept saying I'm definitely not going to be able to see The Force Awakens. There's no way I'm going to go see that. I'm not going to be able to because when it comes out, it's going to be busy. I'm not going to have money, and then I went and saw it. So I don't want to jinx it and say I'm going to see Rogue One, and then cause I was going to go see God's Not Dead 2 when it came out, and then I got there and the power went out. And then we had that video I did with all the wind and the blackout, and I went to Target. Yeah, I was there to go see God's Not Dead 2, and then there was an area-wide blackout. So watch that happen when I go see Rogue One. That's gonna happen. But I digress. Chase Bank sucks. And I'm not the only one that says that. I pretty much, most people I know that have Chase Bank, I'm like, Chase Bank sucks. I'm like, yes! And then we like, at the same time, and I'm like, they overdraft at the same time. Ah! So, but there are people I know that have Chase that say, I don't have any issues with them. So, I guess they pick and choose on. This is going to sound like a conspiracy theory. They pick on the poor people because most of the people that I know that don't have issues, they're higher up. They have more money. It's the poor people like me that we vent to each other. They pick on us. It feels like that's what it feels like. And especially how condescending the branch manager is over there. And he has this arrogant, smug look on his face. And I'm like, I go in and he goes, "How can I help you?" And I'm like, "I'm overdrafted again." "Sure you are." That's what he does. And I'm like, "You smug little." And then what sucks is that what they're doing is not even illegal. I know, because I've lost thousands of dollars to them over the years. And I've even called the cops on them. And over the phone, I was like, "This is what Chase Bank is doing." And they're like, "Well, it's a private entity, and they have their own rules, and they can do pretty much whatever they want. You sign a contract with them, so if they're messing with you, you let them do it." I'm not letting them do that. I go up there all the time, and I'm like, "Hey, reverse this," and they're like, "No, we can't do it. What do you want me to do about it?" And then the cops are like, "Oh, it's a private entity. They can do what they want." So basically, they can legally screw us over, and there's nothing we can do about it. But hey, there's YouTube. I can talk about it. But watch this video get taken down. That happened before. Not with Chase. This apartment place. I made another video talking about that. I vented about what the company that owns this building does, or rather don't do, and the things they did do that are actually illegal, and the cops were called out and they talked to the people here like, "Hey, you can't do that." I uploaded a video about that, and it was taken down. And the takedown notice it said the name of the company, which I'm not going to say because then this will be taken down. But watch Chase take this down. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to have a lawsuit. I can't afford it. I'm going to be homeless again. But at least somebody's going to watch this, I think. Anyway, end this with a pan shot out the window. Because I don't know. It's sunny!